So minimal activity comes with big benefits. I think we just answered the question, how much exercise is actually recommended. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends about 150 minutes per week of exercise. So that works out to about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. So the question has been posed many times over in research circles. Can I do a lesser amount of exercise, but maybe work out at a higher intensity level and expect similar results? So there have been multiple studies focusing on that exact point. This one from the Journal of Physiology, and it did show that 3 days per week of higher intensity exercise for about 15 to 20 minutes has the same impact as 5 days of steady state cardio for about 30 minutes. So steady state cardio might be doing brisk walking, keeping the pace steady, or doing a light jog, keeping the pace steady. When you're elevating the intensity level, you're definitely getting your heart rate and your breathing rate up above where you would be doing that steady state cardio. So basic recommendations here, if you're looking to kind of maximize time efficiency, or you're just looking to get into exercise, shooting for maybe at least 15 minutes of activity in a session, and shooting for about 3 to 4 days per week. Most benefits are still achieved with kind of that recommended 30 minutes a day, 5 days weekly. We'll talk in a minute about intensity and what types of exercise are best, or what types of exercise should we be shooting for. So after rolling through some of the benefits that we can expect from exercise, can we consider exercise the fountain of youth? Exercise and slowing the aging process. So there are a number of side effects commonly associated with aging. One of those is loss of muscle mass. So one of the surefire ways to hold on to lean muscle tissue as we age is by doing strength training or weight-bearing exercises. There is reduced bone density for certain as we age. Again, when we apply exercise, especially weight-bearing exercises and strength training, these things not only strengthen muscle, but strengthen bone as well. We commonly notice weight gain as we get older. Exercise is certainly one of those things that can help us hold on to an active metabolism and help us maintain energy balance as we get older, and kind of stave off some of that weight gain, or help us lose weight that maybe we've accumulated over the years. We talked earlier about exercise's impact on blood lipids like cholesterol or triglycerides, and how exercise has a lowering impact on those lipids, and also a lowering impact on the risk factors associated with having elevated lipids. We talked about as well about glucose and its relationship with diabetes, and how certainly exercise can be a big part of helping to moderate blood glucose levels. We experience a loss of aerobic capacity and generally have less energy as we get older. Exercise is one of those things that actually can improve aerobic capacity and our ability to do work really at any point in our life once we make the decision to start getting more active. There are a number of physiological adaptations that take place in the body. We start utilizing nutrients more efficiently. We start producing cellular energy more efficiently and more robustly. We start turning over CO2 and oxygen in the blood system more efficiently, oxygenating all of our cells more efficiently. So with these things in mind, that actually gives us more energy and more stamina to make it through the workday. We certainly see slower reflexes and loss of coordination as we get older. Again, as we apply exercise in this situation, that strengthens that neuromuscular connection and actually improves our reflexes. Then there are a number of exercises we can do to impact coordination. Really anything that we're doing that involves balance and all those core stabilizing muscles. Anything we're doing where we're standing and engaging our core is going to help us with coordination. We certainly saw during this presentation, as we age, we can oftentimes expect a reduced cognitive function, so some cognitive decline, memory issues as we get older, and the inability to learn certain things in the same way that we did when we were younger. Certainly, with all of the improvements in brain chemistry, we can hold on to our cognitive function as we age, hold on to our memory, and the ability to learn even as we get older. Loss of sleep, again, the same brain chemistry that is improved with exercise impacts the serotonin levels that help us drift off to sleep peacefully. And depression and anxiety as well. As we get older, depression and anxiety certainly is a big part of that aging process, and exercise has been shown to relieve and reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety, again, with that improvement in brain chemistry. So, what type of exercise is really best for us to maximize our time and get the most out of all those benefits? To be truthful with you, really, whatever type of exercise you can stick with long term. All of the research shows that it's not so much the type of exercise that we're doing, it's more the fact that we're actually doing it. Really, brisk walking is a wonderful form of exercise. Strength training, circuit training, jogging, elliptical training, playing a sport, doing yoga. Really, all of the research shows it's important just to do that physical activity, to get that heart rate elevated, and to get your body in motion. Again, it's not so much how you're doing it, but the fact that you are doing it. So all of those exercises and different activities will come with a number of benefits that we talked about. So one thing, intensity level is important though. So there's something called the talk test. So if you've ever wondered, am I working out hard enough? So one way to tell is to do the talk test. So if you are able to speak comfortably throughout your exercise in full sentences, you're probably not working out hard enough. Now, if you can no longer speak comfortably in full sentences, so maybe you might have to speak in choppy little sentences and take deep breaths in between. This is at VT1, or ventilatory threshold 1. So this is at an exercise intensity level that is going to bring about most of the benefits that we talked about. So it is important if you're working out intensely enough. So try the talk test next time you work out. So with all these benefits in mind, there's no doubt that exercise can enhance the quality of your life as you age. So let's run through these real quick. So if I exercise regularly, I am less likely to suffer from a chronic disease. All of the research and statistics will show me that. I'm less likely to gain weight as I age. I'm more likely to maintain muscle mass, strength, and aerobic capacity as I get older. I'm less likely to suffer from depression and anxiety. I'm less likely to experience sharp cognitive decline as I age. I'm more likely to have greater energy throughout the day. And because of all these things, goodness, I'm probably likely to be a happier person as I age as well. So if I'm wanting to get more active, how do I do it? What's my plan? One of the best things you can do is to ask yourself, well, why haven't I been able to get more active in the past, or why have I failed in the past? Identifying barriers can help you in your efforts to get more active. What are the things that are going to stop you? For some people, it's time. For some people, maybe it's know-how. For others, it might be friends, family members that might be bad influences. The important thing is it's different for every person, and we have to have a plan to work around those barriers. Find your motivation and inspiration. Get in touch with why it is you really want to get more active in the first place. Is it about weight loss? Is it about feeling better? Is it about having more energy? All those things are possible, but keep in mind why it is you want to do that. Look for inspiration. Chances are there's somebody you know who has had success trying to do exactly what you are trying to do. And when you hear their story, it can be very inspiring. It can be something that kind of stokes that motivation for you. So look for those points of inspiration. Focus on the benefits, not the difficulties first of changing and changing your lifestyle and getting that activity in place. We often tend to focus on all the reasons why it's difficult to get more active or change our diet. When if we first focus on the benefits, I'm going to feel better, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to have more energy, I'm going to reduce the risk of chronic disease. If we focus first with those things in mind, it's much easier to set yourself on the right path. And of course, prioritize and set goals. Goal setting can be a great way to help create the measuring stick for success and have a way to keep yourself accountable and moving forward. Important as well, gosh, you got to start somewhere. So commit to even a small amount of change. And really, really important, you got to pick a date. So put a date on the calendar and work back from that. Celebrate every success you have along the way. Take setbacks in stride. Nobody's perfect. Feel good about the progress that you are making. If you fall short, no big deal. Reevaluate and see how you go forward from there. Thank you so much for listening today. If you have any questions about this Lunch and Learn topic, feel free to reach out at any time. Thanks again. Have a great day.